3, 2, 1, sos un boludo.
Dale, boluda.
Welcome back to the Lana Hustle podcast. I'm your host, Lana, and I have my co-host, Ignacio, who is my wonderful, loving, sometimes annoying husband. No, just kidding. Como
I could be
rompe las pelotas.
No, baby, es como rompes las pelotas.
Anyways, we have a lot to talk about today because on the weekend, we just did an amazing biz seminar. So go ahead. I'm getting distracted by the noise.
Okay, focus here. No seas boluda.
Boludo, para.
Can I ask, like, the audience if they can tell with my English where I'm from? Of course, they know that I'm from Argentina, but, like, could you tell if I'm from Argentina or not?
Everybody thought that you were Cuban. Like, 70% thought you were Cuban.
That's not true.
Oh my God, your husband's Argentinian. I thought that he was Cuban.
I'm European. Let's get into these questions
All right,
that
let's
your
go.
team put together. So, as you were saying, like, recently...
It's so funny because I was getting ready and he's like, so, babe, what are we talking about today? I'm like, I don't know. He's like, what do you mean you don't know? You don't prepare? No, I don't prepare because I let God speak through me.
Okay. So recently, as you said, you hosted a business webinar, a virtual business webinar.
Seminar, hello.
Seminar.
You said webinar.
Well, but it was through the web, so that's why I said web. Could you tell us about the highlights and the impact it had on women in the beauty industry?
So I feel like it didn't only have an impact on women in the beauty industry. People that had jewelry businesses, people that were social media managers were there, and just so many businesses. And I was freaking out. We were all freaking out for no reason because people literally didn't even expect it to be that good and that valuable. We literally gave all the gems from content strategy. I'm like, here, take my content strategy. You guys, I have over like 500,000 followers with my platforms combined. So yeah, that is literally, I gave you all. I hired a mentor, charged me $5,000, and I literally just gave you guys a strategy for $200. So I invest into mentors. I spend money so that I can be there for you guys, and obviously at a cheaper rate. So I give you guys my content strategy. Ashley talked about like branding and curating feeds and the visual branding as well, because that is so important. And somebody will trust you more and will want to binge your content more when they see a curated feed, because it's just a vibe. And again, your vibe is your energy, and I feel like energy plays a huge role into branding, and that's how you can stand out in a saturated market. And then he spoke about, go ahead, you're here, so might as well let you take over.
Okay, so I spoke about all the introduction to business organization and the importance of having an LLC and knowing your numbers and how to play the game.
Can you give the example that somebody said?
Somebody I was telling, this was a story that we were on the car, and it was after church, and I told Alana, we were driving, and I was like, you know that you could have charged way more for the webinar, right? And she's like, oh, why do you say that? And it's like, well, it just came to my head that one of the girls in the webinar asked a question that she said, like, an accountant quoted her $400 an hour plus $3,000 to just open an LLC. And if she wouldn't have been on the webinar, she would probably even consider at some point paying that much money. And it's ridiculous if anybody listening to this and
while she's losing money on the things that she can't write off because she doesn't have that.
Correct. And literally, like, she just saved paying somebody $3,000 to open up an LLC just by paying $200 to be on a webinar.
And then he also put me on blast, which I was totally fine with, because like I love being as vulnerable with you guys, and I don't have anything to hide. So when we first met, probably like almost 3 years now.
Yes.
Okay. He was like, Alana.
It's a little bit more, but
yeah. He was like, Alana, like, what are you doing? Like, you can't pay your rent, your home rent through your business. You can't buy groceries through your business. Like, what are you doing? I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing, honestly.
Yeah, a lot of people, they just...
I had no idea. Like, I genuinely didn't
it
know.
happens both ways. Like, there's people that have the initiative to open up the LLC and they start
And then don't.
depositing money into their LLC, and they think that the money on the LLC is my money, so I'm going to just use it. Wrong. And then other people, they don't open an LLC and they get paid on their personal account, and that's also wrong. So it's like a lot of those things were discussed on the webinar. I actually love the fact that a lot of people had a lot of questions, because I could have gone on and on for hours answering questions.
Yeah,
I like when people ask questions, because
I
it feels
know.
that they
Honestly,
are
you gave me like 5 minutes at the end, but it's okay because I know that this topic was so important. So I'm like, okay, fine. I'm just gonna let you have the baton
Yeah, I think
for longer.
Yeah, I mean, I think that the other topics are as important as the topic that I discussed, or maybe let me rephrase this: other topics are more attractive than the topic that I discussed, and also the other topics that were discussed are kind of the money making. Like, there's no point in anybody knowing all the stuff that I know and the little bit that I share if you are not making money. Like,
No, I think it's good to know though.
no, it's good to know, but first it comes making money, and once you're making money, the other stuff comes. But I think that a lot of people get caught up in the making money situation, that they never feed, or they never try to learn the stuff that once you're making money, it's more important than the other stuff, because it's the stuff that it's going to allow you to allocate money to the things that make you money and pay less money on things that you could be saving money. So that's...
So with that being said, thank you so much, babe. Honestly,
Yeah, babe.
I don't know where I'd be without you.
Nah, babe, come on.
No, it's not, babe. Come on, just take the compliment.
No, you would be just
Say
fine.
thank you. I know.
No, I know the value that I bring, but you would be just fine.
I mean, I'll be fine, but I'm better with you.
Yeah, of course. Thank you.
You're welcome. Accept compliments, guys. Take them. You
So-
deserve them.
Going to the next question.
Also, with that being said, by I believe Thursday, we will be selling the recording, and I believe it will be a limited time only. So take advantage while you can. It'll save you thousands of dollars. And again, I've invested just thousands of dollars into Mentor for this kind of information. So it's gonna be a couple $100.
You invested thousands of dollars in a marriage because you didn't pay me.
Yeah, but I paid a shitload of other people.
I know, babe. I'm joking.
So you're saving me money, babe. Thank you.
So the next question is, where do you think the beauty industry is heading, and what tips would you offer to entrepreneurs aiming to leave their mark?
I think that the beauty industry is bulletproof, recession-proof. I think it really is. Honestly, people will budget that in to their cost of living and like needs. I've had clients in the past like pay with like 3 different credit cards, or like, you know, because one credit card was maxed out, the debit card has $0. Mind you, they had kids, and I'm like, I kind of felt bad taking their money, because I'm like, you have kids, like you can't be doing this, you know. But that just goes to show you that like women will do anything to feel and look good. And I think that beauty industry providers, we also serve because we empower women or men to really feel their best. So I think that, again, it is bulletproof. And tips to leave their mark: just really invest in your craft and try to become the best. Don't compare your chapter 1 to someone's chapter 30. I always say that because it is so easy for you just to go backwards, when if you just focus on showing up and becoming the best version of yourself, and really focusing on like client by client and putting your energy into each and every one, like the same amount of energy, I think that you will leave your mark. And I think that, again, what you put out will come back to you. So if you are genuine and your intention is to always strive to be better and make people feel good, I feel like that is what you're going to receive. Obviously, show up on social media, show your face, showcase your work, showcase your expertise on the day-to-day, play the long run, and believe it or not, it can be you. You can leave your mark.
Love that.
You love that? I sounded like you for a second.
Okay, cool.
You like that, babe?
Yeah, thank you.
I'm very charming and charismatic today.
And we didn't do anything, so I don't know.
That's God.
Maybe tonight.
God is sprinkling
Maybe
his
tonight,
dust on top of me, babe. No, I really set the intention today to like not stress, be energized. I've been feeling very good for the last couple days, even though Nano was waking up like 4 times last night. And when he started crying today, I was like, babe, go get him. But he always wants mom. Like, there's nothing like a mother's touch. But still.
At that age.
But still, I'm like,
At that age, and with a boy, yeah.
I
they're
know.
Mommy.
Boy 2025? Another boy coming soon?
I want another boy. I only make boys, so.
Ay, pero qué linda, una niñita tan bella.
We already have a girl.
Tan bella.
We have a girl already.
I know, live.
So, what are some of the shared values or beliefs that serve as the foundation of our marriage?
I'll let you take this one.
Yeah, I could go.
I know, that's
I
why.
could go deep, but I'm going to keep it like
Go deep, but
on the
efficient.
surface. So, our marriage, it has been a work in progress, I would say. We're definitely in a much better place today than what we were 2 years ago, even a year ago, I think.
I'm so proud of myself.
I think that, again, I don't want to sound, I was talking about you this weekend, I don't want to sound like the typical guy that just started his God journey talking all the time
Who
about
cares?
God. But
Show
the
it.
truth is that since we started like allowing God in our life more and being more, having Him more present in our life, I think that a lot of things started like kind of falling into place by just themselves. Even conversations and even like confidence to talk to each other too.
Yeah.
Like,
But also that confidence to know, like, God is who we prioritize and we have our values like very straight on the table, that when we both step outside of the house, we're walking with that and we're holding on to them to the point where it's like you don't really question what he's doing or what she's doing, who you've been talking to. And it's just very nice to have that trust.
yeah.
And also because we both know, like, we don't put ourselves in a situation that is not good and that doesn't really follow our values. Like,
Yeah, that's literally
we
it.
know that we don't get influenced by other people.
Yeah, and then like, just not to make us sound like saints, because we're not. We're human beings. We don't walk on water.
Oh no, I was la tóxica.
No, like even this weekend, we had a situation. Like, not a situation. We had a moment where I made a joke, and me being from Argentina, sometimes the jokes in my head go one way, expecting a reaction, and the reaction that I got was like,
I'm like, I don't think it's funny.
Yeah, but the
That's
toxic part came out a little bit.
What? I just said it was disrespectful.
And then I don't know what took over me, but I started talking to her purely in Spanish, which it was very weird because through my whole relationship with you, I've always tried to speak to you in English, and I started ranting in Spanish about all these things that you just said, like, look, I'm walking with God, and all these different things that I said in Spanish. Now I literally have a blur in my head. But then all of a sudden she started laughing, and the problem was gone. And
I started laughing, like, not disrespectfully.
No,
or petty.
like liking it. Like, she was like, oh yeah, this is who he is. Like, it's kind of like
I was laughing at myself.
I reminded her who I am, and she was like laughing, and then the problem went away like literally in 5 minutes, and then I started laughing myself because I was like, fuck, I wish I would have known this when we started dating. So all the shit that we went through would not have,
I mean, regardless, I wasn't the same person that I was today.
I know. But again, like I
And
guess
I
that
think that
the
it's
biggest value is God in our life
yeah,
now.
but it's also important to have a partnership where like they can hold you accountable, like, and remind you, hey, this is who I am. You're slipping. Check yourself. Remember what, like, who I am. I am your partner. I love you dearly. I am not your past. I'm not like every other person. I am with you because I choose to be and not because I have to be.
Moving on to the next question would be, what is one quality or trait that you deeply appreciate in each other since becoming parents together?
Well, I mean, for the most part, I have a lot of patience, and I have the most patience. Uh,
You have to say about me. What's a trait that you like about me?
I'm going, babe. You're amazing. You're freaking. Let me get there, okay? So, I don't want to just talk about me. I don't like that. Um, so I'm just gonna give an example. Like, I have usually mostly the patience, the most patience when it comes to the kids, unless it's like the time of the month. And Olivia just decides to wake up very cranky, decides to try me because, it's a mother-daughter situation. They're different with their dads. They're sweeter with their dads, and it's just like they know with their mothers that they can pick at you. And Olivia has admitted that to me. And I'm like, wow, Olivia, great awareness. But thank you. Like, I now know to hold my back up a little stronger and not give in all the time, okay? Because they know. Even though she's 4, she knows, like, if she asks me something, like, even though she thinks that I might say no, there's always a possible yes. Why? Because,
99% of the time.
because it's my mom. So
99%.
she knows. But I love that about her, honestly. I love that she is persistent. Hey, I give it to her. I was like that when I was little. But I'll be like, you know what? I'll pass the baton over and I'll be like, Ignacio, please. I can't right now. Like, I don't want to yell anymore. So I'll just go upstairs. And then the fact that when I lack the patience, he has the patience. So that is a great quality about him, that I can just depend on him. Except to change diapers. That's a different story.
I change
I'm just
diapers.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
Not all the time, but I change diapers.
I would say like 3 a week.
No, that's too
That's
much.
better than 0.
That's too much. There's weeks that I don't change a diaper. I'm being honest. Like probably like this weekend I change one diaper in the whole weekend. But
You're welcome.
and from me to you, I like a lot of qualities from you. I think like one episode I talk about it already, but I love the fact that I can count on you, and she will always, not always, but most of the time, she would say the right things that I need to hear when I am not feeling my best.
That's always, by the way.
And it will help me kind of recalibrate my brain. And also, I love the fact that I can, we have a lot of things that we share in common, and it's it's like a process. Like I love the fact that you're becoming more involved in what's going on society wise and surrounding our kids and things like that. That's something that I love because, again, now more than ever, kids need their parents, and the fact that you are opening up your eyes to that, it's something that I appreciate and I love a lot about you. But mainly from you to me is the fact that you can keep me grounded and always be there for when I need you.
I am an earth sign. I will always keep you grounded.
And then the final question, how do you navigate and communicate about important decisions within your marriage? Oh, I can talk about this. Like, it's very hard, guys. Very fucking hard because, and I know that she's doing her best now because we heard this in in church and we were both like, damn, yeah, we need to do a better job. I usually do it better than her because my days are more flexible, but it's hard to communicate and navigate on marriage decisions because it's hard for us to find time to actually sit down and conversate about these decisions. But we usually do it at night after I beg you for days and I
'Cause I'm
finally grab
cranky at
her
nighttime.
and I'm like, can you fucking sit down and we can talk about these? And then we talk about these. But then making the decision itself is very easy, I would say. Like, we literally think very alike on things. And when there are circumstances or moments that we might not agree on something, usually one or the other will be putting the guard down and being like, okay, I see your point, let's do it like this. And we kind of learn that it's more important to love than to be right. So
Yeah, I don't really care about being right, although you would say it different.
yeah, no,
I
think
don't
that
really
you
care
do.
about being right. No.
I think that every human being cares about being right. What I am saying is that we learn, despite that
I
feeling
just
that we
feel like
might
I'm
have.
very methodical.
Yeah,
and
but-
like I'm very strategic. And and it is proven that women are way smarter than men. That is why we can multitask.
Yeah, but you guys are way more emotional.
That doesn't matter.
And there's decisions.
But when it comes
there's
down,
decisions that need to be made
when
without
it
emotion.
when it comes down to actually doing, we do it better.
Do you?
Yes.
I don't know.
Men, when they're sick, when they're stressed, when they're under pressure,
That's not me. That's not me.
it's just women
Babe,
are built different. We
I
have.
I think.
Look, this is scientifically proven. This is scientifically
It's
proven.
not scientifically proven.
We have more cell membranes than men.
Yes, but you guys are very emotional,
And
and emotions make you make bad decisions.
not all the time. But when it comes,
it's proven that
Yeah.
emotions make you make bad decisions.
but still, women are more efficient.
Who is better at setting boundaries
We're
for the
gonna
kids?
end that right there. I love that.
Who is?
This is who? Wait,
who
this is my podcast.
Who
though.
is better putting boundaries with the kids?
Well,
Thank
it's so
you.
easy.
The silence said it all, guys.
No.
We can end the podcast there. Thank you.
Excuse me.
And until the next one.
Who are you? No, it's so easy to set boundaries when you yell.
I don't
right?
yell. I don't yell to them.
It's so easy to say no, right? But it's even harder to have compassion for them when they're breaking down.
Hold on.
When they don't know what they're feeling.
Hold on. Can you
Thank
can
you.
say
We can
this?
end that
Can
right
you say,
there.
No, before you finish, say that I don't yell to the kids, because you just said like, yeah, I don't yell to my kids.
I don't mean yell, reprimand.
Okay, thank you.
No, you cannot have that.
Those are boundaries.
Me, but I have more patience.
That's fine.
I
but
get down on my
the
knees.
emotions
Wait. It's easier to just say no. It's harder to really explain to them and be kind to them when you just feel like freaking shaking them.
Can you see your kids cry?
Yeah, I could see my kids cry.
How long?
For however long they need. I don't know. For however long they need. I get down on my knees and I validate their feelings. I can see why you would feel that way. Yes.
Look, it's your podcast, but
Okay.
let us know what they think in the well, they're all women. They're all going to say what you said, right? I'm hostage here. This is not a fair setting.
But it's the truth.
No, it's
But
not.
again, going back, I don't care about being right. I'm just methodical. I'm a strategist, and women tend to operate a little bit better. We're more efficient.
That's contradicting with what you just said at the very beginning of the podcast.
What did I
That
say?
you said you thanked me for being in your life.
Yeah, I thank you for being in my life.
Because
What does that have to do with anything?
exactly.
Well, because you know numbers and you know this, and you know you're good in
We leave it there. We can
other
finish
places.
it. We can finish it
Yeah,
there,
I
babe.
mean, I lack.
That's what,
what you're
that's
strong
why,
at.
That was what I was trying to correct you.
Okay,
It's
but
like,
but I'm talking about as a whole being. Us women, we're a lot smarter and more efficient than men. It is proven. That is why we can multitask. Okay, so with that being said, don't forget to like, subscribe. Just kidding. I love you, babe. No, but these arguments are good to have. Just Google it. I that's your homework for today. Google.
my
but-
homework for today.
But you see, like when men, like you see how men get so offended when they're like,
I'm not
when I just
offended.
said, you clearly are.
I'm not offending. I'm not going to argue something that it's not going to go anywhere. So I rather reclude myself.
No, because you got offended.
I didn't get offended. I'm telling you, I didn't get offended.
Okay.
I don't care, honestly. I just know what
Just
I
know
believe
what?
to be truth. Women are emotional.
That's
Emotions,
fine.
Emotions make you make bad decisions.
But
And
men lead with their egos, and
that's also wrong.
that is also wrong
I
too.
agree.
So I'm talking about efficiency and strategy and methods. Thank you.
How many women billionaires
Thank you
are
very
there?
much. Thank you very much.
How many women billionaires are there?
That's fine.
How many men
That's
billionaires
fine.
are there?
But that is my mission in life. I don't care.
Okay.
I don't care. Just
Thank you,
because.
guys.
Where can I show them? Watch. Why do you think I'm doing all of this?
I
Why?
don't have no doubt that you're
Why?
going to become a billionaire.
It's not about me. It's about helping others.
I get it. They're helping others in the process and all
Helping
that stuff.
a lot more women too.
But I'm just saying, like, okay, the truth of the matter is that women, and I said this to you before.
That's fine.
You
We're
guys
more
have
emotional.
no. You guys have the most. The reason I'm going to retract what I said. The reason there's more men billionaires than women is because women actually have one of the most important jobs that exist, which is being mothers.
Yes. Thank you.
So, yes, you're right. If I'm going to base things on that, is the truth is that women are better in many, many ways, because if not, God would not have given them the ability to have the most important job on earth, which is being a mother.
Exactly. The hardest job.
Yeah. But
On
that's what I think, and that's what I think that number one priority of women at one point should be in their life. To have kids, raise them, and find a good partner, not just have kids and then be single mothers. That's not good. I don't know what's going on in the world that's something growing, but
I know what it is.
I don't know. And it could be a topic for another podcast, but
Okay.
just be, I think that make money, yes, but then also have in your plans to become a mother, because I believe that based on what I've seen you, there's no better feeling.
Yeah, it's also easier to go to work than stay home with your kids, I believe. What did you say?
I don't know.
Yeah, you do know exactly, Ignacio.
In the long run, I think that in the short term,
To sit there-
it's easier to go to work than stay with your kids. But I think that in the long term,
Well, obviously, I'm talking about the first 10 years of their life.
What it's more rewarding is seeing your kids grow up and knowing that you left your footprint in your kids. I think that that's a feeling that I strive for as a dad, but as a mother.
But that's great, because that's why there needs to be balance in a household.
Yeah.
So with that being said, let's just end that right there. I love you, babe. Thank you so
Love you,
much.
babe. Bye.
Don't.
I'm just putting my microphone down. You can keep talking.
Okay, that's rude. But anyways, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to download if you're listening to on Spotify and Apple. Please give this a thumbs up. All the support really does count. So I love you all, and I'll see you guys next week.